to me, the biggest thing that we can do as an organization, as a city, is provide the best service to our employees.
We really want to try and reach all employees of the city, and so making sure that we have members from all departments is a really good way to do that, to communicate our programs, communicate the value of wellness. I think also as well, we're really able to communicate kind of up the chain and down the chain, so to speak, so having representation throughout all departments is really helpful.
To be a new employee and on the wellness committee, I wasn't quite sure when they asked me, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, what have I gotten myself into? But it was a great way to get to know people in the city, and it's been fun. I like, you know, team building or getting people together, and people kind of, you get to know people in other departments. And so I think it's been a great way for me to get involved in the city in a real positive way. And it's just a great group of people. We all have fun and, you know, try to encourage other people to have fun and be healthy. So it's been great.
To have employees that really recognize that taking care of themselves and being healthy is important to their longevity, I think it helps make people more productive here at work. It has helped with our insurance costs in that we do qualify for the 2% deduction. And the way that the city pays for health benefits, it doesn't necessarily reduce the costs that we're paying, but it's definitely reducing the costs that people are having to pay out of their own pocket, and that's significant.
To me, wellness is a big part of things, because as city culture changes and as wellness becomes a bigger part both in the private workforce and the public workforce, AWC has been at the forefront, the Employee Benefit Trust has been at the forefront of creating a culture of wellness within those cities.
The wellness program is very important to the City Hall at Arlington. As you can imagine, in any public entity, we have a lot of employees who have a lot of responsibilities. We work them very hard, and they're in a service industry, and they're answering to all the citizens of Arlington. The more equipped they are in their own personal wellness program, the better representatives they are for us at the city. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of intelligence to be a municipal employee, and I think the wellness program helps our employees stay on that path.
I think the culture has changed from staff not having a clue what wellness was about to staff saying wellness every single day of the week.
Well, the health questionnaire is a great opportunity to get people to think about things otherwise they're not going to think about. Usually if we go to a doctor, we go for a problem. The health questionnaire makes you think holistically about all the things, your functions of your body and what you might be able to deal with, and you're not in a stress situation. You can take the time to fill out the questionnaire, you can think about it. It's very, it's personal, and yet it's protected. You know, not anybody else knows, so you're not being questioned. You're sitting there by yourself being able to fill it out. So I think it really does make people think about other things they otherwise wouldn't think about.
We've tried to address the whole person through our activities by doing lots of games, mind games. Well, last year we did a minute to win it several times, and it was a lot of fun. We do lots of physical activities, team building. We had the GO program from AWC, which brought a lot of people, you know, thinking more about their wellness and their fit. We've had stress speakers who, you know, address the mind and how to calm the body and relax, which is always huge.
Our monthly wellness newsletter is full of information. We put in puzzles, I leave in typos, make sure that the staff goes through and reads it. The puzzles are prizes. The typos have prizes attached to them. Anybody can call me with an answer to the puzzle. As long as it's the right answer, and get a prize. If they find a typo, they can call me and say, uh-oh, Sherry, look what you did. It's a good way to get somebody to go through every single page.
Wellness it's more than just being a healthy individual. It helps us provide a better service to our citizens.
I think that getting to the whole person does make our folks more productive from a couple of different facets. First is that they're more engaged. Obviously, if you sit in your chair all day for 8 hours, you kind of lose the effectiveness of what you're doing. But getting up and moving around and engaging other people makes a big difference. The other one is the fact that when you start to connect with other people within the organization, you start to collaborate with ideas.
Our wellness committee is comprised of 4 people. We have one from each department. We have City Hall, the Police Department, Public Works, and Engineering. We kind of all from all different, I guess, aspects.
It was pretty hard reaching to the men at first. When I joined the committee, everyone was like, all right, you know, Gavin's doing it. it should be pretty fun. And I kept telling them, guys, it's pretty cool, you know. We get a lot of benefits from it, and we have fun activities like Movember, and they love that. Like, as you see, I'm still rolling my Movember. Movember is, you know, it's like awareness for prostate cancer. And so it's a great cause, and some of the guys, they raised a lot of money with their mustaches.
And then at the end of our competition, we wanted the women to vote for the best mustaches. So that was a really important key aspect, is to get their support to vote on who they thought had the best mustaches or facial hair. And then we also came up with our own little sticky mustaches so they didn't feel left out in our party. So a lot of them sported their own mustaches. So.
I would say that our wellness campaigns have affected City Hall in a positive way, because we were connecting with our coworkers on a different level than just work.
When our employees feel good about themselves, feel confident about their health, the productivity goes up, there's less sick time taken, a new energy, and there's a little more humor. People are starting to enjoy each other and wanting to come to work and feel good about it.
Being in Chelan affects the wellness program because basically everybody knows everybody here. It's a small, tight-knit community, so you're exposed to about everybody here.
Management support has been phenomenal with this new program that we've got going. We have a budget now, thanks to the finance director who helped us put the budget together, and we've been able to keep within our boundaries and still have a lot of fun.
Well, the city actually developed a budget a couple of years ago for the wellness program. It's not a lot of money, it's only about $5,000, but it allows the committee to come up with different things that they can do for the employees to keep them motivated.
I know that people get together outside of work and do walk and go to the gym together a lot more.
Things that had slowed down somewhat, so I suggested maybe we ought to build this back up again, and I would take care of the management part of it, the management support part of it, and she could get the program up and going, and she did an excellent job. We got representatives from each department, put them together, and it just took off from there.
I like being involved in the Wellness Committee because I think it's a good way to bring all the different departments together, because on a day-to-day basis you're not going to be seeing fire and police when you're in the public works. So it's a nice break from your normal routine to get everyone together and do something fun that's also good for you. The best way I've found to get people involved in our public works department is a little arm twisting. I have a pretty good rapport with the crew, and so I can kind of hound them, kind of like their mom a lot, and really get on them to get down there and get involved and stop what they're doing and take a few minutes out. And free food and stuff like that is usually a good carrot to dangle as well.
Well, when we did our needs and interest survey, we combined it with our mandatory safety meeting that is held at the end of the year, where benefits are also presented at that time. And what we did is we just handed out the needs and interest surveys, and we gave them an entry into a drawing. And at the end, when they turned in their survey, they got a script, and they put their name on the script. We drew names, and they won gift cards just for participating.
One of the things we got from AWC through one of our mini grants were the pedometers. And the pedometers really brought, I think, a really good light to people, because some of the people that had never used them in the past, including myself, were made more aware of how many steps we are taking during a day. And so we really got into the habit of trying to wear those and to log those miles and see how much more we could increase our activity.
The police and fire departments are very competitive. We're very lucky because our departments get along very well. Because they are very much type A personalities, it's like who wants to one-up each other, but that makes for a fun, competitive environment to put the Wellness Committee and Wellness Program to work in our favor. We've done several different programs where it's more fitness-based, where people log in their time and they could see what other people are doing just so they could beat or have the title of, I got the gold medal. Or
I think my favorite activity we did was probably one of the Xbox Connect ones here. And I was against someone from the fire department, and I won't say who it was, but I was very pregnant, and I totally kicked his butt, and it was a lot of fun.